So I'm just gonna go over the current state of the markets. Let me go here. Let's go to trading view, I guess. Right? Or we could go to coin stats. Matter of fact, let's go to trading view. And let's go here. Trading view. Let's look at crypto. A quick check-in. Candles. And let's go on the daily. Okay, so Bitcoin. Look at the total market cap right now. As you can see, okay, I'm having a little trouble here, but don't worry, I want to fix this. Okay, so we're going here. Let's go here. Let's go back here. All right, and candlesticks. Let's look at crypto. So the whole market cap of crypto here, as you can see. Look at this. So as you can see here, right, we're starting to trend to the upside. Right, so the bottom this was the bottom here, right? Roughly, Bitcoin had reached about 15 grand, and now up we go, right? So if this is a barometer, then this is a barometer, right? Right here, 2.8 trillion roughly. That was the hard rejection right there that we seen, right? Then in the next bull run, we could reach 5 trillion, 10 trillion easily. Normally, as you can see, if we go back here, look at the growth. Look at over here, we were at 400 billion, and then it went to 2.8 trillion. So that's roughly 8x. So if we get an 8x in the whole crypto from 2.8 trillion, you're looking at about 20 trillion for the the market cap for crypto as a whole. 20 trillion, and we're at 1 trillion. That's a lot of 20x's, 10x's, 30x's, so on and so forth. Bitcoin, as you can see, we're on our way up. These are your monthly candles. And as you can see here, what happened here? It started to heat up. Okay, we retracted down, so we could get here. We could expect, a downtrend for a little bit, for a few months, and then up we go. So you're gonna get some good dip buying opportunities right here in the future. But crypto is a lot different now. This time around, there's a lot more buzz. There's a lot more, it's not as much speculation as it was before. There's more vetting that's gone into projects. So anyway, so this is kind of the temperature that we're at. Meme coins have been going crazy, right? We could go into the meme coins. I'm gonna go into a few things that's going on. So we're gonna go into go check out Meta Lawman. So here's a quick timeline, right? We're gonna go about XRP, right? And Ripple. I haven't really gone into enough news about it, but we're gonna give you a history. I'm gonna create some more videos in the future about the history of XRP, the founders, where they came from, what they're potentially involved in, so that way you can start to put the pieces together, right? So Ripple, as you can see, Ripple here, right, is a company that is creating a solution for for remittances, right? Between countries and it's really an industry where there's a lot of slippage, right? There's a lot of fees. There's, if it wouldn't make sense, like, if we're gonna deal with remittances for banks at a national level, right? Because that they don't really charge much, so there's not really like you're not attacking a big problem there. That they're not going to have a predisposition to try to solve the problem. Now Ripple, it's inner border, inner what their solution is. Hey, if we're sending money to England, or we're going to send money to Europe or to Japan, right? The fees to that are exorbitant, right? So Ripple's tackling that, right? Of course, the big banks, they don't like that. So what happens? The XRP was sued by the SEC. Now, who's behind that? Most likely, it's suspected that probably the big banks, right? They're suspected they won't cut full control. So anyway, so here's the timeline. So 12/22, the SEC goes after Ripple. They sue Ripple, alleged expired security. Shortly after that, 6 days later, Coinbase suspends XRP, and many other exchanges did it too, right? And then then almost what? Fast forward 3 years later, right? SEC sues Bittrex. They're saying Algorand, which the founder of Algorand, damn, I don't have his name right now, but the founder of Algorand, he was good friends with Gary Gensler, right? And Dash and a few other ones, securities, right? Algo and Dash are still trading on Coinbase, even almost a month later. That's pretty interesting, right? Because XRP was so quickly taken off. Right now, fear of the SEC is starting to diminish, right? There, people are like, you know what, we're not scared of the SEC. We're gonna start to fight back, right? And I see what CB Duck says here. He says, we are fighting this with or without your support. Thank you for reminding us why Kraken FX also did XRP, but wasn't attacked in your tweet. So he's referencing this to Coinbase, right? Because Coinbase did not support the XRP community. And yeah. And so let's see what MetaMask says. I used the Coinbase example to illustrate a positive change in the industry sentiment. Let's make the SEC prove their case before delisting a legitimate token. See my thread explaining why I believe the SEC will lose if they sue Coinbase. Now, this is, it's very interesting, right? Meta Lawman makes a good point here, right? If the industry takes that approach, we really, as a whole, have nothing to fear, right? And the industry is going to grow, right? This is right now. If you're investing in the right coins, I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm going to make more videos. I'm going to start to be more consistent with making the videos on the things that I'm investing in. Where you're going to get the information from. If you guys are really interested in learning how to get the information in crypto, right? You're going to have to get a Twitter. You're going to have to be in Discord. These are the places that you're going to get really good information. You have to be around the developers, and they're going to give you information, right? You're going to see whether they're building something that's special or something that's not, right? If they're building something that's special, hey, look, I could invest in this really, really early. This is where the money's made. From now till May, which is the next halving, you have roughly 1 year to accumulate as much as you can, right? This is an important time. So we'll go into that after. But so anyway, so he goes into that. Let's go into another thing. I'm kind of gonna bounce around a little bit here. It's funny because, okay, so all this happened, right? And just recently, last month, Flare, which came from the XRP snapshot, they had got postponed so many times, right? And finally last month, which could be an indicator of something, last month, Flare tokens were given to the XRP holders that had their tokens on Coinbase. I don't know what that may mean, but to me, it means that, maybe Coinbase is starting to take a stand. Maybe there's something that they know. Maybe everything is starting to get put in position. The levers are getting pulled, right? So something that's interesting. I think, in my opinion, the XRP is going to win. In the beginning, we didn't know, right? But now I think the XRP is going to for sure win. There's no timeline. Some people say it might be this month, it might be next month, it might be a few months from now. There's no telling. Really, the last time Judge Torres had a case like this, it took her 5 years. We're 3 years in now. So, you could do with that information what you will. But I'm accumulating either way because this is a token that if it does what it says it's going to do, right, then there's going to be a lot of millionaires made with this token, just like there was with Bitcoin, just like there was with Ethereum. This is going to be the next millionaire maker. So you got to be in the right place at the right time, and you got to have patience, right? Patience is is how you win, right? In crypto, you got to have patience. You got to do your research, and you got to put your money where your mouth is, right? So Flare is connecting things, and I use Flare, and Flare's let's follow a few of these. I follow these guys here. Uphold I buy my XRP on Uphold. Zoom Wallet, of course, right? And so Flare, I'm staking my Flare, and let's see so here's Flare talking with Charlie Shrem here.
So its first level of security is proof of stake, but then it has what we call a binary forking protocol, which allows for, if there's a time when the the Ramadan cannon just went off, in case you heard that.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So that signifies the beginning of Iftar, when observant Muslims can go and eat. So anyway, to get back on track, so the state connector allows Flare to come to consensus over the state of what has happened on another blockchain. It uses proof of stake as a first level. Essentially, the validators do that, and they're weighted they can be weighted via proof of stake. And then it has a second level, which we call a binary forking protocol, which allows secondary observers, so the not validators but network participants, essentially to fall out of consensus with the majority set of validators. That then creates a fork of the network. It's a binary fork. It doesn't matter what you're objecting to. We may have 10,000 pieces of data that are being attested all in the same round, but anyone who objects to any one of those pieces of data, they can all end up on the same fork. And that means that unlike a proof of stake network where you'd have to get on Telegram and try and restart the network, it means that you have a clean version of the network in extremis for when or if there is a proof of stake based problem.
So there it is. So he gets to talk to a industry titan, Charlie Shrem. If you don't know who Charlie Shrem is, he was one of the original Bitcoin exchange creators. He created, I think it was not Bybit. I forgot what it was, but he's definitely one of the leaders, early Bitcoin investors, along with Voorhees and with the Winklevoss twins and a bunch of other guys that were some of the really are the earliest guys in the business. And he was talking to him about it. And Flare, I'm really bullish on Flare and what it's gonna do. Its proposition, Flare is gonna connect all the chains together, right? And this was an XRP project. It was funded, right? And XRP, of course, funds other projects, but Flare has a lot of bullish things. That Songbird is its a canary network, which means that's where everything gets tested, and then Flare is basically the polished version of that afterwards. And so that's Flare's mission. I'm really bullish on Flare. I'm accumulating Flare and Songbird. They got good things going. They're gonna connect everything together: Ethereum, Binance, Bitcoin, everything. They're gonna connect it all together. That's huge, like an Oracle, right? And you're gonna have other oracles. They have the FTSO Time Oracle, right? And so let's see the last thing here. Let's go to let's see what Big Boy's talking about. So Big Boy, I think there's rumors he's getting hired on NBC. My boy Bitcoin here. So let's go with the meme coins, right? So as you can see, maybe got rug pulled here. So the meme coin that's been going really crazy lately has been Pepe, right? If you see it here, Pepe's been trending, right? There it is, Pepe coin. And we can go here to see what's going on. Pepe has astronomical growth, right? Pepe has done like of course it's gonna be super hard for you to somebody got something. So it's gonna be super hard for you to catch that one with the meme coins. It's more like gambling. I wouldn't recommend it. But if you're deep in the dungeons of crypto, then guess what? You most likely will catch it. But it's a hit or miss. So don't go too risky with it. I wouldn't don't bet the whole farm on it. But it's okay to put a little bit and see what it turns into. And then if you could bankroll it into other things, then sure. And then the next one that's going up is Pooh right now. Obviously you'd be chasing. You definitely don't want to chase. So yeah. So anyway, that's a quick recap. Right now it's meme coin season, and usually when that happens, it's because crypto's starting to heat up. We're still a year away from the Bitcoin halving, but there's going to be a lot of little runs along the way. I'm accumulating on dips, and if you're in crypto, that will be this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing, and I've been in crypto since roughly 2017, 2018, the last crypto bull run, and I didn't know how big crypto was, how big it was going to be. But now I know how huge this is. It's much bigger than I ever thought it was. This is where generational wealth is going to be created. So hopefully you're here in the right place at the right time. You got a year to accumulate. Take it serious. Don't buy in the bull run. Don't start trying to buy in the bull run. Now's the time to do it. So with that being said, I wish you the best and enjoy your weekend.